Live. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful day it is outside. Pop out chat. Let's get all this going in here. Copy link. Let's paste this into the chat screen. Bloop. There we go. It's working? Yeah. All right. Takes a moment for it to kick in. All right. Good morning, and how are you? What is a beautiful day today. I am so thrilled with how this weather is the last like 24 hours. It's just so cool. That rain and that fog, but it's also warm, and you got a slight breeze. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I spent a ton of money yesterday at Joann Fabrics. We're going full production mode on these beard masks. I don't know when I'm going back to work, so what I plan on doing is just cranking out as many as possible, and from there I'm gonna look at maybe getting like a patent or something for them. I don't know yet. Everything's finalized. It's just a matter of getting into the groove, So I'm not sure what I should do first as far as that whole process goes, but we'll figure it out. And it looks like there are a few people in the chat, so let's hop over. Good morning, Laura. Yes, I am a minute early. And good morning, Alan. How is everyone doing today? How are you guys doing today? Let's get this shared around. Because honestly, I'm in a great mood this morning. There's no way around it. I'm just in a great mood. Let's see. What was the oh, that's actually a nice what you call it, thumbnail this morning. That makes me happy. Yesterday I looked like I was getting a blowjob from the devil, so which, forked tongue might not be all that bad. Dark side. And yes, I'm having the breakfast of champions, coffee, and cookies. And tweet. So it should be another couple weeks till good morning, Joe. Should be a couple weeks for still until we can get back to the apartment, so not happy about that, but what are you gonna do? Just gotta sit back and roll with the punches. And good morning, Jill. Day off of work for Alan. Beaut full and Turkish coffee. You know, I can't ever say that I've had Turkish coffee. You have some interesting tastes I'd like to explore one day. So what's everyone's plans? Especially you, Alan. You have this whole day off work. What are you going to be doing? I have the soundtrack to Moana stuck in my brain right now. Moana, make way, make way. The village of Montunu. I know I'm like 4 years old. Most of the time. It's good has cardamom. I don't know what cardamom is. I feel like I should. He's stuck home with Ellie, me and Ellie. Well, where's the problem with that? Working on cleaning up the basement. Ooh, that sounds fun. And just wait until it's Doc McStuffins. When my nephew Jacoby was growing up, he went through that phase too. This morning, after feeding Connor some mangoes, we sat back and watched The World According to Jeff Goldblum. It was something. Yeah, definitely an interesting show. Your living room is full of Doc McStuffins toys. Yeah, it's definitely going to happen with Connor. I know our apartment, for what it's worth, is just full of his stuff. I don't mind him having his stuff, but dear Lord, child. He has so much stuff. It's insane. Insane in the membrane. So he's like almost walking now, by the way, which is ridiculous. He needs to slow down. He needs to learn how to crawl first. He doesn't want to. He wants to walk. That child is way too smart for his own good. Which, while I love how smart and how advanced he is, at the same time, like, dude, slow down. Please. He's not going to slow down. It's only going to get worse. And as smart and as advanced as he is, that means he's going to get into a world of trouble. Wait till he starts running. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of crashing involved too. I can definitely wait for that one. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some mask making today. I think this has been a very fun experience doing all this with all of you. Because now I can also, the cool thing about doing stuff like this, like YouTubing stuff, is whenever I want to, I can go back, and especially like, you know, this morning live stream is kind of like my morning vlog. I can now go back in time and relive everything I was thinking because I don't filter. You should realize this. There's very little filter here. There's also very little organization up here, so I guess that's its own filter. But yeah, I can come back and, you know, check things out and see what I was doing, you know, during most of this this whole lockdown pandemic thing. I can always come back to this and see how things were. I don't have to, you know, rely on my own horribly faulty memory, which is good because my memory is trash. And Alan might do some work on knives. Awesome. Your wife showed me that one knife that you're going to be restoring and rehandling that I'm going to be making the sheath for, and I'm excited. It looks cool. But I do have to say I both love and hate working with bone. I love it because it's so, you know, easy to manipulate, and you can shape it very easily, and you can get such a nice high polish on it with so little effort, like I did with my little bone folder that I made. At the same time, it smells nauseating. The smell is just absolutely horrible. Like when you put it on like a belt sander or something. I love picking this thing up. It's so soft and smooth. Well, soft really isn't the word for bone, but it's so smooth and it feels sharp, but at the same time it's not. It's kind of the point of a bone folder. To be sharp enough to get a nice crease on things, but not sharp enough to actually cut things. But it feels sharp. It feels like it should cut you, which is kind of cool. Antler is worse. Smells like the dentist office. It does. But like the dentist office on steroids. Like they're running a sale on tooth drilling. And I can't say that I've worked with antler. I've worked with horn. Which really never really had that bad of a smell to me. But I can't say I've never worked with antler. You know, I actually got a lot of sleep last night, and I guess it wasn't good sleep because I am exhausted today, guys. And I don't know why. I went to bed at like 11 o'clock. And just absolutely terrible. But I'm glad there's two other people at least who watch this show that understand, my love-hate relationship with working bone. I'm sure if I didn't use power tools, it wouldn't be as bad. But I'm not gonna. I have a belt sander. I'm not gonna not use it. Oh, I love this stuff. Though I wish there was a way to flatten and shape it like you can horn. Like a bull's horn or oxen horn. You can basically boil it. Pardon me. You can basically boil them in like oil. I know a lot of guys use peanut oil and then shape them and stuff. It'd be nice if you could like slit the bone and somehow open it up, so it's more of a larger, flatter material. I know you can't, but I wish there was. I've P-N-L. What's P&L? Sorry, Ellie typed. Good morning, Ellie. How are you? Remember when you and your mama came and did a trade with me? You dropped off your violet sugar water. Thank you for watching. Used the Dremel the first time working antlers. Second time used the belt sander. Stunk up the whole garage. Yeah, that stuff is, I can imagine. Because you got bone and horn inside of an antler. So that's got to get extra like stinky. You can get a fairly flat section if you use hip bones. Now that is something I had not considered. I'm sure scapulas work, pretty thick too, or pretty flat too, but it's not as thick. They're thinner bones, but hip bones, you might be onto something there. You might be onto something there. See, this is also why I love the little community that I've kind of cultivated around myself. Because you guys have such diverse interests that all just overlap just a little bit with mine every here and there, that I'm always learning stuff from you guys, and it is so cool. I absolutely love it. It as I'm sitting here yawning like an idiot. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. I think I'm going to use mahogany for the one knife handle. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. So yesterday, I tried my hand at some carving. Didn't work out so well. Yeah, yesterday at the shop was kind of a large exercise in futility. First thing I was working on was supposed to be an urn for a lady, for her dogs, because she has a bunch of dog ashes. And it's supposed to be a nice simple. It was supposed to be a nice simple thing. 8 inches tall, 10 inches deep, 18 inches wide. Okay, we'll slap that together with some finger joints. I have a beautiful finger joint jig. I did it on a box already and it turned out perfect. The joints were so precise and so tight that it didn't require any glue. So that means there was only going to be one glue joint on the bottom. So awesome. So I got everything cut and ready. And I ran all the pieces through the finger joint jig. And when I went to assemble it, none of the fingers matched. To the point, it wasn't that they were like way off though. It was some of them were dead on and some of them were just slightly too far off to be able to mesh. Because finger joints are supposed to, come together nicely, but so much surface area that they are tight. So I don't know what happened. So I got angry and threw that. Then I was working on reaming out that box a little bit for the magic cards. I made some progress on it, but there's such a small space that it's kind of frustrating trying to get that file in there. And yeah, what did I stumble into? Good morning, Joey. We're talking about projects. So I was trying to ream that hole out a little bit, and it was small. It was frustrating. So I did that for as long as I could stand. I was like, okay, it's time to move on. So I need a press for my leather, so I can get my maker's mark in there. And I took a video of it, but let's see. Let's do this, because I can kind of quickly show you. Go from here. Got everything marked out nicely. It's going in through the Dremel. Oh, that's loud. Hello. But I ended up skimming off the letters in my maker's mark. So, I think what I need to do is get it close and then get myself a couple gravers. So I could, engrave the letters. If I ever want to really do that. I don't think I'll ever get into engraving, really. That's just a lot of specialization, a lot of tedium. Maybe one day I will, but not now. So I did that, and I tried to do one so I could carve it out of oak. and the one side just splintered all the way off. So it was just, it wasn't going to happen. So the whole process yesterday was just a nightmare. Which, what do you got to do? Not much you can do, honestly. But I mean, I could gripe and bitch about how yesterday was a complete failure, but really it wasn't. I got to do some things out of the normal. I learned something about the box joint jig, which means I just can't rely on it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as that's concerned, but I'll figure it out. I always do. I think a lot of it will just be a process of what did you send me, Alan? 2-cycle oil. Ooh, that's a new CX you're working on. That is beautiful. That's going to be a nice little blade. Is that a crack in the tang I'm seeing? Right there at the bottom couple inches. Gorgeous size, though. Ooh, I like that. So I think I just need to get my hole that didn't weld. Ah. Well, what are you gonna do? What'd you make it out of? If you're trying to weld up a hole. It's a nice shape, though. I definitely like how the back sections of the blade, I'm assuming it's a CX, just by your orientation. But I really like how the back sections of the blade are slightly convex, as opposed to being perfectly straight. For some reason, to my eye at least, it makes it look a little bit more dangerous. Almost like an animal claw. Yeah. That's going to be a nice knife. That's going to be a really nice knife. Trailer leaf spring. Oh. Oh, that's going to be some tough stuff too. Yeah, I definitely like how that is, though. It's not very convex, just a little bit, but it's enough to give the eye, that movement forward. So when you're going to be holding a blade forward, it's almost going to look like a talon. I like that. Oh, I like that. That's going to be a tough knife, too. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I could bring it up on my phone and show everyone. Would you like me to? Is that okay? That's the one I'm putting the mahogany handle on. Ooh, that's going to be gorgeous. So guys, this is what we're talking about here. It's a C-axe, so it's going to be a Viking style blade. But you see how, let's see. That's what I was talking about with the hole, or the crack right there. So this piece down here, oh, where's my finger? Is the cutting surface, and this up here is the spine of the blade. And see how it's not perfectly straight, whereas the cutting surface is? But instead of being faceted, like a hard facet like a lot of people do on them, that one just has a slight curve. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. I really like that. Oh yeah. Super cool. That's gonna look good with a mahogany handle too. Oh wow, there's 6 people watching. Cool. Yeah, trailer leaf springs. Leaf springs in general are just tough steel. Very good carbon content in them. Let's see what is on here. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that. Just on my YouTube homepage, Peter McKinnon, a gimbal for your feet. Probably never make it or use it, but I'm curious as to what it looks like. Save to watch later. I think I need to make some bread today too. And of course, have to have some bilba. DIY map case satchel. You know, I might also try and make some Krispy Kreme donuts today, because that's fun. I love cooking and baking, guys. I really do. So I might have to do that. Okay, so Saturday, coasters. I put this up on the group. See, there was a hole drilled in it and just didn't want to weld. That does happen. What are you gonna do? So Saturday. Do I have a thing over here? No, I don't. Coasters. I'm gonna be making a set of coasters and a little stand for them. I put this on the group last night. On the Facebook group last night. But I don't know. I'm tossing around a couple ideas here. Because I kind of want. I'll just hit it with the welder. That works. Just grind the piss out of it, weld it, gap weld a little bit, be like it was never there. Just remember to anneal it after you're done welding. I've made that mistake before. And, yeah. Not pretty results. So I put this on the website last night, or on the Facebook group last night. And I want to make a set of coasters and a stand tomorrow. Here's my dilemma. Leather coasters, they're nice. No problem there, no issues there. But I feel like they should be bigger and more substantial than just your standard coaster, if that makes sense. I just feel like there should be more to it. And maybe I'm being a little weird on that, but I just feel like there should be more there, you know? Not a lot more, but enough. I want it to feel substantial. And maybe with one layer I can't. But I want to try and make them one layer. So what I want to do, and I think Joe hit me up with the answer I liked best. But I want to make them big. But you don't want them too big to be comical or a waste of money. His reply was, I would say either various sizes or maybe go 4.5 inches or so in diameter. So there are two sizes for standard drink coasters, 3.5 inches diameter or 4 inches. I'm thinking 4.5 to 5 inches. Not super huge, mind you. It'll only be at 5 inches from 4 inches. Yeah, that's an inch bigger, but it's really, it works out to be not so much bigger. So here's the big one. Should they be round? Or should they be square? Or what shape should these guys take on? You know? I guess is where I'm getting at. What shape should these be? I want to say, for some reason, hexagonal is stuck in my brain, but I don't know if that's the right answer. Jill says octagonal. That would work nicely. Yeah, octagonal would work very nice. What I think I want to do is make them, right? And then drop in, I need to tune up my groover, my stitching groover. But drop in a groove line and then stitch that groove line. And I'm thinking white thread. Especially if I tool the edges. I don't have any tooling with me. Or do I? It's just a thought. And I'm going to play with it a little bit now that you said it. But this handle has a nice little knurling on it. If I make those 5 inches across, you know, I come in, instead of an 1/8 inch, I come in 3/16 or 1/4 inch and do the stitching. And then I have a 1/4 inch where I can take this and kind of press and roll around the edges. Not saying I'm going to do it, but maybe. And that'll give me that little knurled border. And black leather, white stitches so you get a little pop. I'm going to see what this looks like once we get off yeah, screw it. I'm going to do it now. Come on, I don't need a big piece of you. That's good enough right there. That's not gonna work. This. I really like this leather, by the way. Let's move all this stuff here. Let's see how it turns out. So this is veg tan. I know it doesn't look like it's a veg tan, but it's a veg tan. It also doesn't really act like it's a veg tan, but we're going to use a little coffee to wet it. Cool thing about this, it was like double tanned. So it's not pull-up leather or anything, but it has this nice, like, nice finish on the top of it. We're gonna do a little experimenting here on the Knightsmith. Get the back of that nice and wet. Get these edges wet. And yes, I'm using coffee to wet my leather right now. Sue me. And let's give that a minute to soak in. A couple of messages here. No, it's not the proper way to to wet your leather, but what are you going to do? This is a trend with you, soaking your leather in coffee. Yeah, it kind of is. It's coffee with a night, baby. What do you expect? A little darkness. Dark side. I don't know if that's coffee abuse or leather abuse. Probably a little bit of both. All right, so let's see how this. Where'd I put that hammer? Where did I put that hammer? I put it back. Could be both. Probably both. So let's see how this turns out. Classic scent, actually. Coffee and leather. Ooh. We might have to test a few things, Laura, for some Nightsmith stuff. Let's see here. See, Alan, that's exactly what I was thinking. So, guys, it actually got a very interesting texture. So it is possible that we can do that. It is quite possible. Coffee is easy. Could essentially cold brew it in the shea butter. Leather is the hard part. I'm sure we could. I'm sure there's stuff out there that. Oh, by the way, staying at the in-laws, we can you imagine leather essential oil? Actually, yes, I can. If we can figure this out, I got the name of the beard balm. At least I think I do. Might have to work on it. You know how I like using consonant alliteration, two-word consonant alliteration with my naming monikers for the beard balm. Mountain mint, bush, mountain mint beard balm. Why not Books and Buff? Or Books in Black? Huh? We're gonna have to figure that out, though. That can be fun. But anyways, by the way, spending time here at the in-laws. Ooh, it's almost time to go. Spending time at the in-laws. I have found a bar of your soap, the Manly Man Muscle Serum. Sounds like it's from an old game or something, or an old cartoon. Anyways, found a bar of the soap that you gave me. One of the soaps to test out. And it was like it's like a pine soap, but it also had maybe some cedar in it and some other another smell I can't remember off the top of my head. And then it also had the salt in it. Oh my god, you shouldn't market that as hand soap. Green, kind of like a forest green. You should not market that as hand soap. That is not hand soap. Neptune. Could be Neptune. That's not hand soap. That's men's shower soap. Because once the hot water hits that in the shower and it gets all steamy, it smells like I just beat a lumberjack to death with a plank of cedar. Fantastic. That's a very strange compliment. It smells like I beat a lumberjack to death. Oh boy. Some days I think I need to stop talking. But then I wouldn't get gems like that. So have you guys seen this trend yet? It's like a quarantine game you can play with a few people. You need at least one other person. You tape a piece of paper on the wall and give them a marker. Then you tape a piece of paper to their back, and with your marker you draw on their back. And from feeling that, they're supposed to draw on their paper, and then you compare when you're done. It seems like it would be a boatload of fun. I need to try that this week, and I think that'll be a real blast. Amazon has leather scented oil. Why to needless murder, though? I think you need some sleep, Joey. Well, here's the thing, Alan. I need to look at what that oil actually is, and how that would affect the beard, the hair follicles, and so on and so forth. Because I'm trying to use all natural stuff. I don't want stuff that's just scented. Because scents are usually not all that great chemicals for your skin. Whereas the whole point of the beard balm and everything else is to nourish the skin and nourish the hair follicles and condition the beard. So I need to play with that and try that out and see how it reacts and see what the MSDS is. Good. I'm glad you had the same thought. I'm not saying no to it. Just something to consider. And Alan sent it over. P&J Trading Leather Fragrance Oil, Premium Grade Scented Oil. Amber bottle, he's candle, soap manufacturing, homemade cleaning products, and existing unscented products. Not for internal use or lip balm manufacturing. So we cannot use that. Not for internal use or lip balm manufacturing. Not good for your skin. So it might be nice for some candles. Might be some nice leather scented candles. That might be nice. Yeah, but can't use that for cannot use that for skin. Cannot be used for lip balm. If it can't be used for lip balm, it's not safe enough. I want to manufacture my stuff in a way that it is edible. That way, if some little kid gets a hold of it and eats a jar, parents don't need to call poison control. It's not gonna kill the kid. It's not gonna hurt the kid, or a pet, or whatever. But for candles, I'm all up for that. Laura, what are your thoughts on that? Might make them nauseous if it's oils, but it won't hurt them. I don't know. They say it's not meant for lip balm. Don't use it to make lip balm. So if I can't make it to use lip balm, I don't know if I want to. I've always been a huge proponent of food safe skincare products. Me too. I don't know. Might be pretty good in candle though. Just saying. Ooh. I have thoughts. With at least on my end a concern about allergies within the field as well. Yeah. All right. Just so that we're on the same page. There's got to be a way to make it though. In such a way that it is food safe. I'm sure there's a way. But, oh boy, moi, that's the hour, guys. The last 10 minutes kind of snuck up on me. And Lara will check her resources. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's the hour. So, thank you so much for watching. We did a little experiment today. We talked about my misadventures in the shop. Alan ended up distracting us right at the end here with some very fascinating development that's going to warrant a lot more research on my end and Lara's end. The little doobly-doo here, a little test piece for tomorrow. I like this. It also feels a little tougher too. What else did we talk about? We talked about my little kid this morning. So, all in all, not a bad live stream. It had a ton of talking back and forth, and Alan showed us one of the knives he's working on that I really, really love. Like, way more than I think I should, but I really like that knife. Just that subtle shaping on the back, and I like it. So, tomorrow, live stream, giveaway. We're doing leather coasters and a holder for them. So, I hope you guys can come join me for that. Enjoy the giveaway and chat for a couple hours. We'll see how it goes. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. I'll see you tomorrow. Get excited. It's going to be fun. All right, guys. See you later.